Hello, and welcome to another quick tutorial. Today's topic is all about space. This is the space up at Keystone, both the Conference Center and the Logic Keystone that we're going to take a look at. This is the conference room and the conference room area. You will enter through the lobby, and this is going to be the registration area. We'll talk about what that will look like in just a moment. But once you walk up those lovely stairs, you will be faced with the opportunity to go into a number of really great session rooms. The Keystone Peak 1 through 4 rooms, the larger Red Cloud Peak and Shivano Peak rooms. So these Crestone Peak and the Torrey's Peak down here, these are about 50 people or so that can fit in there. And Red Cloud Peak and Shivano Peak, that's going to be more like 250 people that can be in there. And then when we do the keynote, we open it up so that around 900 people are going to be able to fit into and see the keynote experience on Tuesday. Really exciting stuff in those session rooms. We also here will have over in Long's Peak and the foyer and the terrace. That will be the eating area for lunch, as well as within the Grays, Longs, and Quandary Peak. This whole ballroom is going to be set up for our lovely exhibitors, as well as our food is going to be available in there so that we have the ability to have lots of space for collaboration, for conversation, over a great meal for lunch. So that's the main floor of our conference center, but we also have some additional floors. So if we actually go up the stairs, we get to Castle Peaks 1 through 4. These are larger rooms that seat about 50 to 65 depending, but essentially these are large and very cool rooms with some great windows that overlook. And what's great is you can even go up one more floor to get to the boardroom. You can actually reserve this as a school district or even as a school or school team. You can reserve that boardroom, and it has the most amazing view. It's a 360-degree table that you can all sit around and discuss awesome educational things. So that's the conference center. But if you go over to the Logic Keystone, what you have access to is 3 large rooms that are Arapahoe Divide and 10 Mile that seat about 70 or so folks. And then the Lakeside Suite, which is a very cool room that you can both reserve, as well as there are some awesome sessions because it overlooks the lake, as you might imagine, from the Lakeside Suite there. But if you go down the stairs from those rooms, you will also, and this is actually what the Lakeside Suite looks like, very, very cool room that overlooks the lake there. But if you go down the stairs, you get to our Gold's room, which is also reservable, Wynwood, Foxfire, and then our Silvers and Suns rooms. These are a little bit smaller, very cool, intimate spaces for sessions. Lots of fun to experience, but these are just boxes on a map. So let's look at what it looked like in 2015, which was the last conference year because ISTE was in Denver last year. And so if we look at what the registration area looked like in 2015, very cool spot. Being able to check in very quickly, we're excited about that. This is just Keystone Room and Spaces here. This is what Shivano and Red Cloud look like. Right here, this is actually just one side. So this was, I believe, Red Cloud, and this was Wes Fryer in 2015 speaking there. Really exciting. This was before the keynote, so this was one single session for a featured speaker that had the combined Shivano and Red Cloud up to 900 people, but obviously, since there were other sessions going on, other people decided to go elsewhere. This is what an Ignite session looks like. Super exciting to see what an Ignite session looks like meaning those 5-minute passionate sessions that are stories that educators are telling. Very cool in Red Cloud there. This is what it looked like when it was everybody all together from the stage. This was a panorama of both Red Cloud and Shivano. Very, very cool stuff to see what those spaces look like. And then I think this was closing out the conference when we had everybody there. And lots of fun to see everybody sort of gather and experience both the opening and closing sessions. Now, this is more like the Tories and Crestones of the world. We have some rounds, some tables that seat about 10 or 12, depending. And you can obviously sit down, but you notice that what sometimes can happen when there's a really popular session is people pull some chairs together, try and get to listen and to learn from what's going on there. This is pretty funny to see. You don't have to do this. There are tons of great sessions that you can go to. And if you are facilitating and your room is packed, it is okay to say, hey, there is some seating on the floor, or you can stand in the back, or there are amazing sessions and I would love to follow up with you later. All of those things are possible. We also have rooms that take advantage of flexible furniture. We've got Officescapes and BC Interiors that are providing flexible furniture. This is what it looked like in 2015. Really cool flexible spaces between about 30 to 50 people that get to sit in there and experience what it's like to sort of move things around and to see what they would like to do within the space in order to learn the best that they possibly can. So this was a look at space. Really excited to see you up at Keystone next week. Really looking forward to all of the learning that we will do together. Talk to you soon.